So we live.
Hey guys, it's Lang, bringing up audiobooks, and my friend here,
Brandon.
Brandon.
Yeah.
So just,
So-
apparently,
Apparently, you could do YouTube live.
yeah,
videos.
YouTube Live.
So why not do it?
So I've been working on this new book called Release That Witch, which is a book. It's like kind of like related to Overlord, right?
What is Overlord?
Overlord is a anime and also a series of light novels where a guy in our world got transported into a medieval game world, but he's like super high level. So he destroys all the regular people.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Wah, wah. So anyway,
He doesn't
let's
read
talk
it.
about some read. Yeah, we don't like to read here. No, I do, but I like books like Charlotte's Web.
Wow.
Tuck Everlasting. Whoa.
What are you, like 5?
Just joking. So we're heading up north right now. Just gonna go and get some bubble tea, and I'm gonna pick up something else. So I don't know, just shooting the shit. So we thought we should do a video and talk about some regular shit. What's going on in Toronto, the world-class city where everybody likes to wait in line for things. Toronto's a queuing
so
city.
true.
It's a queuing city.
No, but it also has really good food. Like that guy said, what's his name? Eddie?
Wording? No.
Eddie Huang or something?
Okay.
The guy who he didn't make the show, the show Fresh Off the Boat. What's
Okay.
his name? That guy.
Okay.
He was on. He was recently on Hot Wings, or Hot Ones on
Yeah.
YouTube,
No.
and
I
he
want
said
wings.
he said Toronto is like one of the good food cities. So that's my Wikipedia fact of the day.
I think the reason why it's one of the good food cities is because there's so much food out there. I've been to Vancouver and there wasn't many places to choose from that was gonna be like, oh, you gotta go to this, you gotta go to that. I was staying on Robson and Burrard, that area, and I went to a place called Italian Kitchen, which is supposed to be the best Italian place to go to. Not bad, So I don't know. I think Toronto's a queuing city, and it's a place where if you don't know what you're doing, it's okay. You can make money. Just come and drop the idea, and people will show up.
Well,
for
Toronto is like, it has a lot of cultural influences, right?
Of course.
So if you want Chinese food, but like there's certain types of Chinese food. So like
Hakka.
there's like Hakka, you got Cantonese, you got like
Mandarin, skewer,
Mandarin. You got like these dumpling places. There's actually a lot of Chinese
You
food
got
places
bun places.
in Toronto, and we're talking about the greater Toronto area. So like downtown Toronto, we're talking Markham, we're talking Scarborough,
Yeah.
right? Then you got your Indian food in Brampton and like those kind of areas, Mississauga.
I don't know. Sometimes I'm just baffled at the fact that people can wait in line for so long for everything. They'll be like, hey man, let's get dressed up and go out and wait. For what? I don't know. New restaurant.
There's a
here
line.
and there. It's
Must be
so
good.
bad that when I see things on like vlogs and stuff, like we have this thing called Blog.to, and you go on there and it tells you
that
what's really
website
hot.
is so annoying.
But you go there and you're like, hey, cool, this is some never seen before shit. And because it's on Blog.to, everybody's going there, so that's it.
And it's
wrap.
like people go for like the Instagram pictures too. Like
Yeah.
there's this place, I think it was an ice cream place, and they just put a ridiculous amount of ice cream, and it was just too sweet. It wasn't even good,
Yeah.
but because it was like popular and the place to go, people went and get like the Instagram photo.
Yeah, it's crazy because when you think about New York and people in obesity over there, and pizza and these bigger portions of this and that, I don't know if they're still doing it. Maybe growing up knowing, pizza the size of your head, and ice cream cones and this and that. You always thought, oh yeah, there's a lot of fat in this, and if you eat too much of this, it's bad. But like here, it's like a thing now. There's like this novelty level, like grade stuff. So it's like, oh yeah, I have pizza, cool. My pizza's bigger. Oh, let's go to his place because the pizza's bigger. And you eat it and you're like, it tastes like pizza. It's like, yeah, of course it does.
Or like now there's a lot of like those like the trend right now is like the waffle cones, like
The
waffle
waffle.
cones with like
Things in it.
like food, like chicken in it, or like
Yeah.
beef or something.
I'm like, really? Because I could just have chicken on the side. It all goes down the same. But for some reason, they want to play with that. And I'm like, you got to think about it when you're cooking it. Like, you know what I mean? Is the batter actually still, is it made properly? I don't know.
The one thing that
Okay.
Toronto doesn't have though is
What?
the street food. We don't
yeah.
like Toronto doesn't have any good street food
Nah.
trucks or anything.
Man, it'd be cool if I could make a skewer truck and just show up and be like, "Yo, skewer man." It'd be
Because
so
like
cool.
I think the only licenses like Toronto gives out is
Hot
like
dogs?
hot dogs.
They have the
like
food truck
hamburgers.
stuff, but these guys get a beating all the time. Like it's hard for them to make their money.
And they're not even like they're not cheap. They're like kind of a ripoff.
Well, I think because their pressure and tension they're feeling is like they gotta pay for a lot of their shit. So
Like all the licensing fee.
Yeah.
Like I can't just open like a corn dog cart.
that was always a good idea. I think years ago I was like, yeah.
Like we don't have any corn dogs anywhere. Or, like you go to a place like Taiwan and they have like a whole like street that's just like street food,
Yeah.
you know? Or like South Korea. Or like even in like places like Japan, you have like a lot of small places that just kind of like serve street food, right? It's just like pick and go. Like
It's so crazy though. Like I'm at a point where I feel grumpy because I'm like, go to places where people wait out in line and you have the same shit. It's like, hey, chicken waffles. Oh, this new place has chicken waffles. And this new place has chicken waffles. And I'm like, well, let me know what it is. Or tell me a story. Because usually I think what sells in business is a story behind something. But it's like, there's some rich kids who come up with something and they say, hey, we're also doing it too. And everybody goes off for them. But nobody's endorsed them. Nobody said anything. And I'm like, well,
the pop-up shops, that's what they are. Like they just pop up for like a week or something.
and they bounce. They just
Yeah.
buy their car and they're like, yep, at that shop. That's it. And it makes you want to do it. I'm like, okay. But the grade of their things too, nobody's really questioning now. Like you could have a novelty shop that has corn dogs, but are they using the right type of oil? Those things matter, and people don't really care about it. They're just like, hey, look, this grilled cheese is rainbow. Okay.
Well, like I just saw on the news, A&W had like they had their veggie burger and it was sold out, and like so it's a thing now. Like,
So that's the go-to for veggie burger.
well, no, not a go-to, but like I think more and more people are trying to be healthy or conscious of what they eat. So like veggie burger is like super popular for some reason.
Have you heard about? I saw an article saying that now frozen food in grocery stores are probably a better option for people to go with.
For
Because everybody's getting all these other stuff that aren't, not grass fed, or they're getting
Yeah.
stuff that from restaurants that they don't even know
True.
if it's actually healthy.
Because
I'm
like frozen food, like they have to go through stringent like regulations, and like everything has to like be check marked, right?
Yeah.
You can't be selling food frozen, but
Right.
when you go to a restaurant, you don't know.
yeah,
Where did this bok choy come from? You don't know. It's
Yeah.
it's cooked.
it's crazy because then when you see, especially like for me when I go pho, it's like they have the recall, not the recalls, but the alerts about salmonella or whatever, and then you hear things about like the bean sprout.
Oh shit.
You know how many times I've heard about bean sprout scares?
And
I'm
that's in every pho dish.
yeah. So now I don't even get bean sprout in my my bunga.
Oh man.
Yeah. Tell you, yeah, man.
But that like gives it like that vegetable like crunchiness.
I don't need no crunch.
Yeah.
I got roadkill. I got and the bus went over him. Ah. Shit, he's dead already.
Flatten that.
Fuck. That is now a hat. Just in time for winter. Oh fuck. Yeah. Well, we are almost.
Oh, I feel kind of tired.
Huh?
Been up all day
Doing what?
playing that werewolf game. It's so intense.
Hey, there is this werewolf game where
It's a social
gotta
deduction
play-
game.
it's-
There's like 20 people, and you gotta figure out who the werewolf is. And it's like, you're the werewolf. No, you're the werewolf. Wait, but if he's the werewolf, why would he choose this person to die in the daytime to be lynched? And like, and all this. And then even if you like, and then I was like, for some reason, I got picked on because it was like, hey, we should pick like all the quiet people because all the quiet people could be like werewolves too. And then I'm usually pretty quiet in the games because I'm trying to listen to like see what's going on. And
Yeah.
then suddenly I got picked, and I'm like,
yeah.
and I was like trying to defend. So you get to defend yourself, right?
Yeah.
After people like pick on you.
They put you
Yeah.
in trial.
So like the person says like why you should be a werewolf, and then the other person says yeah I also believe that, and then you get to defend yourself. And I was like, yo, I'm a good person. I'm just quiet because I'm trying to listen to like and figure out like social cues and like eye contact and stuff, and like
Yeah.
it's really telling that Jeremy picked me for being a werewolf.
Wow.
Why did he pick me? Well, what's the underlying? He's trying to get rid of a villager. So I think he's a werewolf. So you put it back on them.
Yeah.
So like people are like unsure, and then you get to vote. So vote who to kill in the morning. So pretty intense game, pretty fun.
And you played it for hours.
Oh, we played 3 games. So we played from 2 o'clock. Yeah, 2 to 7. So like what, 5 hours?
Wow.
3 games. 20.
How many people are in the
There's
group?
like 20 people. 20.
Oh
20
wow.
people,
Okay,
yeah.
that's a lot. Okay, I'm thinking it's like 5 people.
No. That's like 5 people. It's not fun because it's so short, right?
Yeah.
When you got like 22 people, you're like, oh, and then you got to feel like the sentiment, like even though you might know that a person's not not a werewolf,
Yeah.
but if everybody believes that they're a werewolf,
Yeah.
then you should vote them as a werewolf, because if you don't, then people are gonna look at you like, wait, how come you didn't vote them as a
Maybe you're
werewolf?
protecting them.
Yeah,
'cause you're a
but
werewolf.
you're not, because you're just trying to go with the flow with the group, right?
Wow.
It's a lot of fun.
Interesting.
Come next time. Not next week, next week after.
Oh, you gotta wait that long just to play this damn game, yo?
I think it's good. Like every week would be too much. You get bored.
Really?
I don't know.
I don't know. You got these people playing Pokemon Go out in the streets every freaking night.
Is that still a thing?
I'm gonna meet you and do this thing.
I think
As
it's.
soon as my mom pays my data bill.
man.
Oh shit. Just dissing them. They come to my house.
Hey, we got 1 viewer. What's up?
We got a viewer?
I think so. It says 1 person here.
Wow. It's probably a Pokemon Go person. I said, what did you
Probably
say?
a audiobook. So I'm still working on Release That Witch. If you're tuning in right now, I have chapters. I think 500 and up.
We're working on, what is it called? Lose the Witch?
No, Release That
Release
Witch.
Release that bitch. It's
They could change the name, it wouldn't be-
urban version.
It wouldn't make a difference. Yeah, so working on that, and then I'm thinking of hooking up with this website called Himalaya or something.
Mm.
They can host like the audio version of the books that I created for
Wow.
free.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah, because like someone from that company sent me they left a comment on one of the videos.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay. So I sent her an email like, what's going on? What do you mean? Is it free? Can I join?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. Sounds like fun.
Anyways, that's it.
Dun, da, da, da. You have 12,000 viewers watching at the same time.
Also, if
Yo.
you're
I was gonna talk about 40 movies.
you concentrate on driving, and I will do the talking.
I
'Cause I don't want to die.
didn't know I was an Uber driver all of a sudden. Oh, really?
Rating 1 star.
Just give me 5 stars, sir. Yo, let me talk about. No, I'm not gonna talk about it. Actually.
Bye.
Okay, we are at our destination. So till next time.
How do I stop it? Just X?
Uh,
Yes.